Hello everyone, my name is Hayden Norton, and I am the developer for this mechanic that I've made for this tile-based game. I'm a student at Full Sail, and this is our driver presentation mechanic that we were to follow along and do what we came up with based off of another developer's design and the structure that they went through. The mechanic that I made was a forced movement tile. So if you come over here to the message, only one of these orange tiles will help you. As you can see, the tile forces the player's movement in a direction, and I cannot move until the animation is done. And only one of them. The second mechanic that I made, I'm the creator of, is this laser beam emitter. The player dies whenever they come into contact with the laser. Don't touch the lasers. You come over here, push me. This is another interaction that allows them to be introduced to a box. Level where the player will interact with both concepts. They're challenged with a puzzle that they have to figure out the correct pathing in order to get to this teleporter over here at the top right of the screen. So we'll push this box. If we come to this orange tile, the player dies. So that's not the way. We come over here. This looks good. Uh-oh, it was a red herring. So now we'll come back this way. This was the correct path. This tile. The developer that I followed along with based off of his information that he gave me was Kevin LaRue. He was the original developer for this forced tile movement, so I didn't come up with it. This is just my implication of it. We actually had just about almost the exact same coding for it. Over here, we have the event on entered casting to the entity player to only affect the players. That way, if a box were to move onto the forced tile, then the player cannot. The box won't move. So, sorry, I should have done that in editor. But now you can't move the box off of this tile. So these orange boxes, orange movement tiles only affect the player. Over here, this is a call to the player, the BP entity player's move function. The move function is already programmed into this tile-based game, so it's just a simple calling a move, setting WASD and what the destination tile is. And then on event exit, I just make sure to set that tile to be enterable again, because like Kevin had told me in the video, he was having issues with the tile not being able to go back in once the player had left. So I think that I had to do with something with just the tile becoming non-existent once the player was forced out of it. So yeah, definitely make sure whenever implementing something like this that you make sure to set the event on exit to enterable again. So good for Kevin on figuring that out. And that is pretty much everything that I want to showcase for here. I don't think there's anything else. Everything else that I'm going to be coming up with is going to be in the future videos I'm going to be uploading from here. Challenges that I would face for this one, there aren't really many with the forced movement tile. It was a pretty simple but very useful support mechanic for other things. Obviously, as you can see, I had issues actually with my laser. I'm still having some issues with it. I can still set the direction of left, right, up, down, and I can still have a beam range. But visually, my beams aren't aligned in the center, and that's not the biggest issue. I can always change the shape of it to make it look more like an obvious laser. But it is a bit frustrating to try to figure these things out without collision, but I'm hopefully going to be able to overcome these in the future. I think that's going to be everything that I'm wanting to showcase, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good one.